love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Staying in a long-term successful marriage is hard work. Sometimes you need to be reminded of why you said I do. And in this edition of Marriage 101, Starr Calo-oy is back with the benefits of keeping your promise made, especially right at the altar. Good morning, Starr.
Good morning.
So we've made that promise, I do, and you know, I'll be with you till death do us part. And we got to be reminded of it because there are benefits.
That's right. And when we're together, Eileen, we have our prayer partner, we have our soulmate, someone we can depend on more than anyone else, and they're someone that's used to us and we're used to them.
Right. It's an instant support group.
That's right. Exactly.
Instant support group.
And we have the top 10 reasons and benefits of marriage this morning.
Let's go through them. The first one, you will live longer. You say that.
That's right. Well, one of the things is that one study found that men live on average 10 years longer than married men do than unmarried men, and married women live up to 4 years on an average longer.
4 years longer
than unmarried.
Than unmarried. Okay, so good incentive there. Now, you will also be healthier?
That's right, because married people generally will have less serious illnesses, because they did surveys and studies and they found across the board, and the main study I'm talking about this morning is a study that involved 14,000 married people, and then they had another group of 14,000 unmarried people. And what they did, all these statistics I'm going to give this morning has to do with that survey. And they found that they have lower rates of serious illness and less likely to die in hospitals.
Wow, wow, okay. And then also you will be happier, which is why you'll live longer and you're healthier.
Absolutely, absolutely. They're more hopeful, happy, they feel good about themselves, people who are married. In fact, a 10-year study, this is another one, a 10-year study, this is the one I told you about, the 14,000. 40% of married people were happier and reported having a happy life. You know, they wrote down on their survey, I have a happy life, and compared to 15 to 20% of unmarried people.
Really?
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. Yeah. No wonder. And no wonder it brings us to this. Good psychological health.
Yes, exactly. Lower rates of depression with people who are married, and schizophrenia, you know, it was lower. Can you imagine? Even schizophrenia.
Really?
That's remarkable in the youth, because that's generally up to age 26 that it'll appear, it'll manifest. And they're also better balanced, and they're less likely to experience mental illness.
Wow, wow. And which is why I mentioned also you've got your built-in support system, which is which is benefit number 5.
That's right. Somebody to share your feelings with, to confide in, to lean on. You know, the Word of God tells us that if it's better to be with someone else, because if one falls down, the other's there to pick them up.
Exactly.
It's important to have someone that is used to, like I said, you cannot underestimate how important it is to have someone that knows you very well. You don't have to start all over again each time you go out on a date, but that knows you inside and out, that you can depend on.
And that's why a lot of times our spouses are called our life partners, because they are there, our partners for life.
Exactly.
Drug abuse, less likely.
Yeah, that's because we feel more responsible. We're responsible for the lives of other people. Let's take a young man that's used to taking drugs. Well, he gets married, and he's going to try and get off of it, especially if his wife's pregnant. And they did studies on that as well, because they're responsible now for all these other lives.
Wow.
So responsibility has a lot to do with it.
A lot of times that does kick in. And also your earnings will be greater. 2 incomes in the house.
That's wonderful. That's right. 2 incomes. And that's because it's a great incentive to get ahead and to stay ahead, because you're going to have to budget now. So that's why.
Okay.
And you're going to want to make more. You're going to try harder.
Which means you will also save more money?
That's right. And you're more financially responsible if you are married. They found this also in the study. And in the U.S., married people in their 50s and 60s have a higher net income, roughly twice that of unmarried people. Isn't that amazing?
Wow. You know, I always hear from formerly single guys say, well, I'm married now. And so that kicks in a lot of other things, financial and personal and relationship responsibilities. Okay. You're going to enjoy your sex life.
Right. It's because of the safety factor that's involved, and having one partner, and also relaxing. You're not having to get used to someone in an intimate way over and over again.
Right, right, right. Exactly. And then also, and your children will benefit.
Less serious illness, proper proper care, better nutrition, and they don't have all that stress at home, it's good for the children.
Okay, so lots of benefits.
That's right.
The top 10 benefits of being married and staying married.
That's
so
right.
if you would like to learn more about some Marriage 101 classes, you can join their class anytime. Now through October 1st, you can register now at this number. It's 210-521-8668. And here is a website. It's marriage101.net. You guys are always on the radio, too, every Saturday morning, right? From 9 to 10, Caregiving 101. Then we switch gears at 10 in the morning. It's Marriage 101.
Right.
There's the phone number and the website, KKYX 680 AM. You and Bob, partners for